Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's episode of Storm King's Thunder. It's been a while. Sorry for the delay with the campaigns and everything. IRL things have, as they always do, gotten in the way. Our party last left off somewhere involving a certain massive hole in the ground and a giant or something. Who would like to fill us in on this?
So there was a big hole in the ground, which was bigger than we expected. It was like 200 foot across, which was like an ancient well, which you can see on the map just there, which is where we were. And inside there was some sort of weird ritual going on with the Norsemen who we've met previously and were dicks. And there was also a young fire giant, which we have also met previously, who were also kind of dicks, so we were a bit unsure on what to do, but this apparently was a young fire giant, and we decided to step in with this whole ritual that was going on, because we figured it was probably a bad thing. So after we managed to clear them out, one person took 2 attempts, we freed this fire giant and found out that she is the daughter of Duke Salto, who is arch nemesis is probably not strong enough a word to describe his relation to Glory.
That would imply he saw you as a threat.
Yeah, but yeah, we kind of had a bit of a discussion with her, tried to sort of clear the air a little bit of what tension there was. Even though there probably is still some tension, and not just between the fire giant with Glory, but also apparently between Kirok and Varys at the moment. But we'll talk about that later. We eventually convinced her to maybe head up and meet our friend Arshnag back in the Eye of the Old Father. And that we decided that we should probably head there as well, because we have quite a few giant artifacts that are slowing us down now. So now we're sort of like waiting and thinking, shall we go ahead on Huru, or should we travel with her? We haven't quite worked out the logistics, and that's sort of where we left off.
I think you worked out you can travel half the distance with her, because
Yes,
that's like
that
the rock can
sounds
move
familiar.
at half the speed.
That
The
sounds
rock can move
familiar.
at half the speed of their normal flight if they're carrying over a ton, which if carrying the 500-pound young fire giant and yourselves is definitely going to be the case. I do believe the party...
500 pounds at max speed, 1,000 pounds at half speed, so he could carry her and us. Because he's a big boy and we love him.
I think you're somewhere around here right now. Because you kind of just walked out of the forest.
Yeah, I think we had to get to the edge of the forest. The forest was too dense for him to fly out of.
So you guys went to there, but that was basically going to be the end of your day.
Yep. Stop scratching.
Got itch, fuck off. Ignore the fact that I cause myself to literally bleed when I do that.
Exactly.
There's the blood hunter. So, you guys find yourselves to the northern, exit, for lack of a better term, of the Drawerwood. This dense, enormous, cropping of wood that essentially is more or less a barrier between the spine of the world and the south of it. The Silver Marches and so on in Spellbar. You all find yourselves to rest for the evening, realizing that you're close to the edge of the road and probably have a decent enough flight point for Huru in the morning. Huru having used all of their flight capabilities to get you towards Barone as well.
Yep, correct.
So, you all begin setting up for the evening. What would you all like to do, or would you like to just montage your way through?
Alarm spells for days. I'll set like an alarm spell around the camp.
Okay, not difficult to do.
Nah. Ritual cast.
Just like the good old days. When we camped out.
Yep, I can whack one down as well, because I know it. And I'ma find a comfy tree to sit in. It's been a while since I've slept in a tree.
Most of the trees here as well are very heavily coated in snow. You are very much so in the cold north of the world. The temperature drops a considerable amount. You imagine it is going to definitely go into the double-digit negatives tonight, just by your proximity to up above. You may rest, say, at the very edge of the wood or just inside of it to give a bit of a wind barrier to the cold wind that will cut bone in the night.
Speaking of wind barrier, may I summon Turk to act as somewhat of a wind buffer to actually?
A Pegu windshield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, he could definitely do that for you.
Karok will Wall of Stone to assist, as she has done before on the mountainside.
You make yourselves essentially a little cubby between Turk and Stone. Between a bore and a hard place.
Hey.
Yay.
And on the stone, I would like to use a illusionary script to basically put on the wall, "Home sweet home" for everybody in the party, is what it reads. But to anybody not in the party, it reads, "Do not come in, you will be killed on sight. Have a nice day."
With the very much so mankind have a nice day happy face there.
Yeah,
Trespassers will be shot, survivors will be shot again.
Yep.
Vice City.
Roman's just tagging with his finger, with the mask and everything.
I'm just picturing that scene from the Cox and Crendor. You just keep moving. You just keep moving. Woof woof.
Woof.
Yeah,
But it's just Roman with his fingers just.
If we're making a little hut, I probably won't sleep in the tree then.
Okay. So, would anyone like to do anything? Who wants to take the watches?
I'm on first watch.
I'll go with Glory.
I banish myself.
I'll take
Yeah,
second watch then.
I'll take a second watch.
I will take the final one.
Okay. So I'm just gonna roll a few d100s because that's fun.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
no.
nice. We haven't done this for a while.
Or rolled encounter tables or camped.
Camped.
Oh god.
Both.
No, we haven't. It's good.
Jesus, that is a big number.
It could have been much
It's more
higher.
the it's more the smaller numbers.
It could have been much higher. So, Glory,
This doesn't sound good.
you're managing well.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Better than I expected, really.
Better than I expected. Is Cinder here, by the way? I'm assuming Cinder's still here. Yeah.
Yes, Cinder is in fact here. She's somewhat tucking herself into one of the corners
Yeah.
and is serving as more or less a second fireplace.
Oh, nice.
Core body heat and all that.
Yeah.
Roman's just sleeping right next against her.
She's not used to this amount of physical contact and is somewhat weirded out.
Good.
But
Not
can't
so-
really complain against her excuse me, can't really complain against her saviors.
Not used to sleeping in a pile, huh? Oh wait, that's just me.
No.
That's just me. Sorry.
I'm in
No,
my
that's
corpse
also
bag
the,
as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
That's also the Nomaran family tradition, just sleeping in a pile, once a year.
Yeah. It's fine, weirdly.
That's good.
We're not that different.
Which is surprising, really, all things considered, but there you go.
I don't know, I'm just taking this shit day by day. It's too weird to try and... Much about it. Not my style.
kind of have to when you're dealing with stuff like this. You think about it too long, it just causes a headache and doesn't end well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan. Stay in the moment, don't get killed.
It's a good plan. I like that plan. We stick to that plan, please.
I'll try, kid.
Eh.
You're a kid to me.
You're only as old as you feel, they say. Though I suppose magic does make a bit of a difference.
Quick question: can Aarakocra actually blow raspberries like that, having no lips?
With wild magic, she can.
It's D&D. We work with it.
I have,
Cast all material.
I have an amazing
Thunder.
vocal range.
Actually, I just did it.
Never mind.
Anyway, yeah, magic makes it difficult because you do lose track after a while.
I'm not gonna pretend I understand how all your crazy shit works.
I don't know how all my crazy shit works. That's what makes it annoying.
As long as you don't scare the shit out of me, we can work with it.
I try not to, but you know I can't help it.
I know you can't help it, and I don't blame you for.
Oh, that is nice to know because apparently some people do.
Oh, we are not getting into the fight with your brother.
What?
Fanakana's been
Kirok,
through a
I am
lot.
your mother.
Fanakana's been through a lot. I understand why Varys is upset, but
I didn't mean to do it.
he'll come around.
I hit Fune as well. I felt terrible. He didn't have to make it worse.
I know. We know you can't help it, but in the moment, it's just annoying, and you know that. Don't worry about it. Don't let it get to you.
Fine.
So while you two are having this wonderful parental
Oh, good.
discussion,
I'm so glad.
would you like perception checks for your
Sure.
evening watch?
First roll of the night.
Whoop, whoop,
Please
whoop.
don't roll. Please. I'll do.
Thank God one of us is paying attention.
That's normally not me.
Excuse us.
Dun dun dun.
That's-
Shop at Game Tea.
That's wonderful when that happens.
What did I see? They see a Game Tea travelling cart coming through the trees.
Fine goods for sale.
They're amazing quality products. Everyone should buy them.
You can get amazing scented candles that can fit into your DD campaigns, like this wonderful Druid Salve candle, which was recently just restocked.
Oh,
And it smells
sweet.
so nice.
Yeah,
I came
we'll
up
have
with the
to
name
stock
for
up on
this
that.
one. Or alternatively, starting to get a little low on stock, you could get this White Wolf candle, which is great for all sorts of things if you're playing a ranger or something.
Oh, you better buy it while stocks last.
That one's running low, so get in there nice and quick. Oh God, what else do I have?
I need to get you an MP3 of that so you can just play it whenever the game's happens.
Oh Jesus! And just in time for the seasonal holiday, we've got a love potion candle, which is great for your loved one or any cherished person in your life, which is great for the upcoming Valentine's Day. By now,
Everybody
Gates,
shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna look at Kirok and go, what's a mistake?
The other mother dooms your fate.
Damn it.
Yeah, give me a second.
I'm gonna grab my swords, or one of my swords, while also doing this at Kirok, because I know she understands what this means.
I just imagine Glory like clamping down on her beak like in mid-sentence, just.
You're
Can I
also
still
aware.
hear it?
You're also aware that the fireplace is
It's making
currently
noise.
campfire is currently only a few feet away from you, but it's there.
Shit. I'm gonna try and... Is snow on the ground, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I
Basically,
try and-
right now there's you more or less have that stone wall bracing up against the
Yeah.
outskirts of the
I'm
wood.
trying to work it out, yeah. I'm gonna kick some snow.
Okay. With that, as only you and Kirok are asleep, and there is currently a lot of stonework, now more or less caked with snow, as there is a heavy blizzard rolling in. Why don't you two make stealth checks?
Shit.
Ooh.
With
I don't want to panic you.
advantage.
Ooh.
I don't want to panic you, but this.
So it's just a straight
with
roll for you.
advantage. Oh, straight roll. Shit, I'm in armor.
Ooh, I'm not rolling well tonight.
That was as good as I could expect.
12.
You have a +4 to that. Holy shit!
Also, I gotta say this.
I don't have bad decks. I just wear heavy armor.
Oh,
I gotta say this
that,
background music, man.
that actually scared me a moment because I was like, is that in real life?
Super red blood moon.
This is the real life.
Is this just
Yeah,
fantasy?
it's super rare.
Kinda.
Not right now, kids.
Kirok with like her finger on her mouth is just gonna sort of like wave and just kind of be like,
Make another perception check.
Shit. Everything's fine.
Breathe.
I will breathe in like 10 minutes.
oh dang, glory!
I'm now terrified. I'm on high alert.
Rolling like a
It's
champion.
all.
I am paranoia incarnate.
Okay.
She's so highly strung you could run a bow across her and get a tune.
Over the
Oh my
horns.
god.
That's a coffers
Blue.
joke.
Just out. No, I don't care anymore.
I thought it was pretty good.
Thank you.
The shadow realm.
Of course you do.
Yeah, well. I do like puns.
So we're going to use the representation of this black line here to roughly represent your wall of stone, more or less protecting yourselves from the outskirts of the wood. Because at this point you're staying just inside the actual breadth of the trees, using them and this wall as a bit of cover. And as you said, Turk was also here. It's only fair to put him on the board.
I was about to say, so thank you for preempting me. For,
Big.
Big up!
Ooh.
Big up!
He is there. Glory. In this moment, it's almost like every sound you can hear and register, but as if they were all in an instant apart from each other, so you pick them up with perfect clarity. You're focused, and none of them are overwhelming you. The blizzard, the thunder cracks in the distance, none of it is throwing you off. And you just hear after a while... And you hear some sort of sound getting closer and closer to you. And as it does, you just feel as if all the temperature around you has just drained in a moment, in an instant, gone. And like a thunder crash, you just hear this stomp on the ground about 200 maybe feet ahead of you. And you hear something scream out in pain, which is then cut out by the wind and this constant frosting sound of, well, frost being expelled. You guys are on the map, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wonderful.
we're down there in the
Are
bottom.
we asleep? No. Do we wake up?
I'm gonna start very quietly shaking people and doing this. Just
Question? Why
Whoever's-
am I in a tree?
you're under.
You're under a tree.
Right.
I'll probably get
Under the
Ashcup
tree.
first. I'll get Ashcup first.
Wouldn't Roman be next to our giant friend? Being that he specifically stated he was?
Yes.
There.
I'm just gonna be anywhere. I didn't say so.
Yeah, so you're there. Glory, you are very aware of the sound, and it sounds like it is a distance away from you, but you just hear a as if the very tendons that hold and the very joints and bone that hold ribs and spine together are just getting broken. And you're hearing this deep guttural sound.
Okay.
Did we get the benefits of our rest, or?
Nope.
I'm gonna point to Varys and kick him as if to say, get Varys up. I'm gonna get Ashka, just very quietly, just shake and do this, and just start getting people up. Because even if I think we should probably all be awake.
I'm not on Tiny Chat, by the way, so whatever
So
you
you're basically
just
just doing like finger
Shh,
to lip.
basically,
Finger to lip.
hush.
Fingers on it.
Yeah,
So it's
Being
like wake him up and go shush.
yeah.
So,
I will using.
well, fuck. Okay, continue.
I will using. Actually, how many sorcery points have I got left?
I know. Not my turn to keep track of that.
I have
trust
kept
you.
track of it. I just forgot. 8. 1 moment. Pause.
But yeah, we wouldn't even get a short rest.
Not really. No, you had to set up the camp as well. You're only just starting to take your rest.
We didn't really
It's only
specify,
been maybe.
so.
Yeah, me and Kirok have first watch.
I will subtle spell see invisibility.
Okay. Also, everyone, basically the wall is providing you some level of protection, but besides for that, you have absolutely no vision bar 5 feet in front of you. It's just a heavy blizzard has laid in.
So this is all
What
this is all
languages?
plastered in snow. God.
I do not speak the language you need me to be able to speak.
No, I'm
Speak
just wondering
wind.
what languages do everyone speak?
I
Well,
speak
that would be
wind.
Common
helpful.
and infernal.
Common, elfish, sylvan, and giant.
Common, gnome, giant.
Common, undercommon, and Druidic.
Does no one else?
Dwarven, Druidic, Common.
Aarakocra, Orin, Celestial, Common.
Shit.
No, I'm
No
just
one
asking,
speaks-
that's all.
Draconic.
I'm listening, wind.
Wind to speak me your secrets.
Wind speaker. That's gonna be
Right,
that's gonna be my new title.
Once I've got everyone up, or at least Kirok looks like she's gonna get the last person up, I'm gonna go over to the little curve in the door and have a peek.
Okay. Kirok, make an intelligence check. Glory, continue. Make a perception check.
Me?
I'm going to say you have a
What?
perception check with advantage based on what you heard last time.
That's more like it.
The moment I wake up, I want to check my sword and see if it's glowing. That's all.
It is vibrating aggressively, and there's a very white sheen off of it.
Ooh.
Come at me, motherfucker, what do I see?
Glorious no chill tonight.
Glory, you peek around. Your eyes focus through it all. You're not looking. You're aware. Looking for the wind, and having to focus past it. You decide instead you're focusing your attention to anything that moves against the wind, anything that buffets it, and you do see that there are 2 large flaps that are essentially serving almost like sails that are taking in the wind, as you see 2 blood red eyes focused down on some sort of large creature, perhaps some sort of large elk or buffalo or some sort of mountain herbivore. Make a stealth check.
A 3-part apology now? Yep.
Oh
As you're focusing
the second
across your
part,
attention around it,
3-part apology.
you have, as you're focusing around, you're looking to the corner, your hand reaches out holding onto the stone wall, but you hold onto the snow side, which is slippery. You slip, trip, and you hear just a crack of steel against stone, and the wind is taken from your actual like torso in a sort of way, and that beast's eyes lock straight over in your direction. I need everyone to roll initiative.
What did my intelligence?
My bad!
Damn it, Glory.
Your intelligence check.
At least I heard it coming, I got you all up.
This was in fact some sort of speak of an air creature, but it is some sort of gargled, confused. It's like you can pick up syllables or like very base terms or understandings of a language, but it is all just racked in pain and confusion.
Oh.
Cinder, you feel like killing dragons?
Considering she has no weapons, she's kind of there going, ah!
Shit.
Think of that.
I didn't think of that either.
She grabs a tree.
Just like we've got magic items, right? They can resize.
We must have so much shit.
Shit.
Oh, we do. We do have a lot
Do
of
magic
shit.
weapons actually resize enough for a giant? Like,
Yeah.
Harshnag was willing to give one of his weapons towards Glory, for example. They can
Yeah.
resize.
I'll hand her my scimitar then.
They need to attune to it if it's magical, so it won't.
Not all
resize.
magical items require attunement, like plus
Well,
one,
yeah.
plus one swords don't
Weapons,
require
what?
attunement.
+1 swords do.
No, they don't.
They
Do they
don't.
not?
No,
No.
I don't.
It's
I don't
only
know.
if they have one other effect.
Oh, okay.
A basic plus one sword doesn't need attuning.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was going to give her my +1 scimitar. Seemed appropriate.
Well, none
Yeah,
of you
plus
guys
one.
declared to do this earlier, which
Yes,
would have
too-
been a good idea.
Too late.
Too late, fuckers! You're all rolling initiative. And I'm going to move this around because there's no way that it's accurate that Ash gets to go before 0.
Yeah, good job.
Why? What's her dex?
Well, but you have a -2 mod, right?
She's a -2 mod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dexterity is 13.
No,
That's
she's got a
positive.
-2.
Modifier.
Okay. Gotcha.
So she's got
Wait,
like
the actual
an
modifier.
8 in dex.
Alright then, everyone. Zero little. You can see nothing but 5 feet in front of you beyond the wall of ice and blizzard. What do you do?
So I can see sweet bugger all. I have no idea where this creature is, and that is not that's not particularly helpful. So I may as well just take my whole turn to give my scimitar to our giant friend.
Okay. You hand her what is essentially for her a knife for dinner, more or less. In the fact that an attunement for that will take up to a short rest to increase in size to match. But that is if the weapon would be allowed to be attuned to. Meaning, if it's just a +1 with no other effects.
It's just a +1, no other effects. It's just a +1 scimitar.
Okay, it's literally just that. She just instead reaches for a tree, a small, like, growing oak, and just rips it up, and prepares to try and use that. Because that's going to be a little bit easier to use for her than something which is essentially like a knife.
Right. In which case we don't worry about that. Not really much to do, so I'm just going to hold my action and possibly set on fire anything that looks nasty that comes within range.
So what do you say? What are you holding to do?
Produce flame, specifically. If I see something, I'm going to throw fire at it. Something nasty, obviously. If I see one of my friends, I'm not going to throw fire at them. Because I can't see 5 feet in front of my face, there's not much I can do.
Well, you can see from inside here. It's once you look around the corner, you can see nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I just ask, remember if when we were waiting and talking to Cinder at the top of the cavern, if we had a short rest?
Most of you guys spent your time talking or looting.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we were all doing something.
That's fair. I was just making sure for the
I would
purposes
say you guys at least had a short rest.
I think we had a short
Because
rest,
even if
because I
Actually-
remember hit die
I'll-
rolled.
I tell you what, I'll say you guys have had a short rest in this time, because between your resting at camp, you would have at least had a short rest by my rules of 10-minute short rest.
Fuck yeah. That means I actually have spells. Fuck yeah.
God, that
actually
feels
gives me natural
nice.
recovery, which will work. Actually, instead of doing the fire thing, I'm going to cast greater invisibility on our giant.
It must be nice. It must be
Cool.
nice to have spells that you can cast.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry, guys, she can see anything that's invisible.
Good, good.
Can never tell with you.
But yeah, I
I
just have.
need it. I need it.
I need it.
I need it.
Okay, Zero, is that your turn?
Yep, I turn our giant invisible.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Glory, you're looking out towards this creature. The blizzard seems to somehow intensify and they disappear.
Neat.
Like currently,
No, thank you.
it is pretty much like looking into darkness right now. It is just white. There is no gain, there's no nothing. It's just this constant stream of wind and hail and all sorts of unpleasant things that you will be battered against in it. Ashk.
It is not my day.
What would you like to do?
Can everyone hear me okay, by the way?
Yep, you're
Yes.
good.
No.
Shut up, you.
Uh... I have a plan, but it's a little bit too meta because I wouldn't know what the creature is at this point because of the wall, I presume.
I would say that you would have had at least some indication of what it is. Given that Glory has indicated using flappy wings when she's woken people up.
I've got my sword out as well, so if anyone looks at my sword, they know what it does.
Oh,
Basically,
yeah, that's
there's-
a dead giveaway.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
basically...
It would also be the only light, because
Yeah.
I would literally just be like, look at this glowing sword!
Fire's been extinguished.
Yeah, it's basically like 5 feet around him that is just dim light right now.
That's how our fire giant wouldn't be visible anymore.
Yeah, she's now
And to cla-
invisible.
Yeah, and to clarify, you couldn't see the tree she picked up either, because if she's equipped it like a weapon, it's according to the spell, that means you can't
Yeah.
see it.
Now, if she just grabs up random trees and starts throwing them, those trees are going to be visible.
So,
That'll become visible when she's throwing them.
so in theory, I wouldn't be able to see anybody.
You can see... Okay. I'm not explaining
Hero.
this properly, I don't think. So, see the stone wall? You can see everything that's inside it. So, you have vision of here. It's basically providing a barrier. Because you guys were very smart and set a stone wall as your idea and missed somebody.
Yeah.
So, you guys can see within here. It's once you're outside there, it is white. Nothing else but white.
It's
That's
just
all
it's
you can
just
see.
Blizzard. God damn it, Blizzard! Blizz.
Right. Okay, so I might be able to do this. Just. I am going to try and creep over to Glory and cast protection from energy.
Okay.
And I'm going to declare that it be cold damage.
Okay, did you just declare this to one person?
Yes. The spell isn't in Roll20, but it from the player's handbook it says that it's a touch spell. Concentration up to 1 hour. For the duration, the willing creature you touch has resistance to 1 damage type of your choice: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
Cool. So she is now resistant to cold damage.
This is why I ask is the best. Part 1.
You're just full of your like multiple sectioned reasonings tonight, aren't you?
Can you tell I've been writing essays all week?
Right, Roman.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Ash, was there anything else? Hello?
Other than I prepare my bow.
Okay, you have the bow out. Roman Numerin.
Taking a short rest, I just wanted to say I used natural recovery to get 5th level spell slot back.
Okay. Okay, so for the last time no one will interrupt you, Roman, go ahead.
Trying to decide which one I want to do. I guess that one would be nice. Then that sounds being a dick. I'd like to produce a wall of flame. And,
You need to be able to see the point at which you cast it at. Now, if you would like, you could be able to say cast it from this position.
Actually,
from what you can see, and then it goes out.
Yeah, I was about to say, you create a wall of fire on a solid surface within range. I can literally touch the ground in front of me and it creates a wall.
Yeah, and that wall will then go out in that direction. Alright, I'm digging it.
Nice.
Yeah, and let's see. Since we have a wall of stone here, and do a wall of fire, which is 60 feet long. There.
Well, that'll give us some visibility. Goodness.
Yeah, because I can make the wall up to 60 feet long, 20 feet tall, and 1 foot thick.
Okay, so we're going to use this lovely square.
Yeah.
Rectangle.
I was about to say that's. Well, I mean, a rectangle can be a square. A square can not be a rectangle. There was a little thing. Anyway.
That is big tangent.
Yeah. Anyway.
Geometry.
Need to get into the descriptions of geometrical shapes.
Yeah.
So, Roman, you will have to actually go out to see the point, so you'll have to move out into the blizzard.
That's fine. That's fine.
Which when you do make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure. There we go.
Okay. You only take 2 points of cold damage
Woo!
from the actual
Alrighty.
barrage from the blizzard itself. As you touch your hand down and focus it out into the wall of fire. How high does it go?
60. No, it's 20 foot high. Sorry.
20 foot high. So there is now somewhat of a barrier that is, due to the magical power of it, resisting the blizzard. So you have a small... I'll say that you have essentially a drop off of about this far out of it is protected currently. So like say the blizzard is almost like a wave coming over it sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that it is blocking off a particular area. So you'll have about 20 feet from the wall out to the left hand side that you have a bit of space on.
By the way, is like outside the wall difficult terrain?
You don't know. You've not been out there yet.
Okay.
Roman, there is about 2 to 3 feet of snow that's already built up here over a very short period of time. Not impossible, but you imagine it would have taken... Basically, you use your movement to get in and out.
Yeah. It's basically I use my movement to get here, put up the wall. I'm better now.
Yeah, and then you're fine and you can step back.
Steve, coming off that thing will be insane.
Yeah. That's
Nice and patient.
It's a sauna in the middle of the wilderness.
I know, right? Oh, and also, I'm assuming there's just, trees that are alight.
Yeah, you've now set a lot of trees on fire.
Whoops.
Cool.
It's now
Like
a massive forest fire.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like, it was either I did burning hands and lit a bunch of trees on fire either way, or do a wall of fire and...
Alternatively,
been
you
better.
can see it as very dramatic lighting.
History
Or that.
repeats itself. AJ used
Mind
burning
you,
hands
these
to
aren't
start
exactly the
fire.
conditions.
It's also what we did in the first session of the campaign.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I fixed it. I fixed it.
You'd be
Yeah, I'm not
surprised how many
fixing it.
times the first session of a campaign has trees set on fire by burning hands.
Nice.
I fixed it. So I had Ray Frost to fix it.
The conditions aren't really viable for the spread of fire, so I imagine it'll be fairly contained, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Okay, so that's 6 off the staff, and then I don't really have a bonus action, so.
Okay.
Because I mean, really, the only bonus action thing I think I have is Hex. That's about it.
Right. Is that your turn?
Yep. I didn't mean to hit that. I meant to hit the cog. God damn it.
You're good.
Roman, give me a perception check as you are at the end of your turn.
Perception. 7.
Okay. There's a blizzard there and a lot of steam.
Hey.
Glory, you're up.
Okay,
This
so
thing feels so rejuvenated.
feeling very thankful for Ash, I'm gonna move out to here because I think that's right on the edge where you said that firewall goes to.
Yeah. Funnily enough, exactly. Yeah. So you're just at the edge of
Yep,
the
I
steam.
checked.
So your pores are being cleansed.
Excellent, always an advantage. And if I, yeah, I need to. I'm gonna see what I can see.
Okay. Make
Hang
a
on.
perception.
Would that work if she was a tiefling? 'Cause she's got resistance to heat.
I have fire resistance, not cold resistance, my friend.
She currently has both cold and fire, so at the most right now, she feels like she's, you know, she's actually having a brisk morning run while also her pores are clear. But make a perception check.
No,
Glory.
what I was saying was, would she feel the steam if she had a resistance to fire damage?
You
I think
feel
I
it,
should
it's just not
be aware
uncomfortable.
It doesn't hurt you, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the
D&D.
idea that fire-based and gold and red dragonborns and tieflings don't hate places like the fire plains and the hells. They find the temperature there very comfortable because they're resistant. Glory,
Yeah,
you're peering out,
yeah.
and as you do, two big blood-red eyes lock with yours in the mists ahead of you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
That's really bad.
You're realizing you're all alone. No one's around you right now. And this immense fear hits straight into your heart. As you are now frightened.
Great, wonderful.
You're aware that you cannot move any closer to them, and currently all attacks are at disadvantage to anything, so long as you're still within the sight of these blood-red eyes.
Okay. Where can I see this?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
You know what? It's only fair just to put him back on the map.
Yeah. I have an.
Hello!
So that was my movement. I can't do anything.
And his face is more like this.
Sup, bitch? I'm gonna hold my attack for if it gets closer.
Okay.
Oh, also,
Bearing in
'cause I
mind-
forgot to specify this side of the wall over here.
Yeah. I imagine
where the
that's
fire-
where the... Yeah. I know, I presumed as much.
Okay.
The common sense of it's away from the it's away from yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, at the end of your turn, I need a Constitution saving throw as it uses 2 legendary actions to do its breath weapon attack.
Cool, excellent, dope. Let's do it.
It's very cool, in fact.
I was just about to say
Fucking
that.
freezing. Constitution saving throw, yeah?
Yes.
you're
Not
good
my
at that.
best. Not my best work considering I've got +7.
But that does make it.
Nice. I'll take half the extraordinary amount of damage.
24, now reduced to half again to 12.
Nice.
So thanks to Ash, you take only 12 points of cold damage.
Thank you, honey.
You're
But
welcome,
everyone-
sweetie.
But also, everyone currently, the wall itself behind her has just been buffeted, and like this cascading icy winds and snow just pour over the top of the wall on top of you guys. But you just hear just cutting through the sound of everything else. And Varys, you're now up.
Real quick, I wasn't in that area, right?
Nope.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, just
60 foot cone, you little shit.
I was wanting to make sure, you know, in
You have
terms.
very cold tootsies right now.
Yeah.
No, it's literally just, you know, my you know, any facial hair is just, you know, got a little bit of frost on it.
What's Spook's favourite saying? Made me ass go like a rabbit's nose.
Which is graphic every time I hear it. Varys, you're up.
I would like to polymorph myself into a giant scorpion.
Okay.
Ah.
I forgot to roll for Cinderhold as well, but we'll say she goes next. Okay, giant scorpion.
Yes. Because they've got a line sight
Blind sight.
of 60 foot.
You know, I don't find many scorpions in the, you know, the cold.
It's not a like I'll be able to see basically.
Okay, you're staying there, but we'll say that you have this model.
Can you give me control of the scorpion?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. Edit.
It's very tricky, but we can try. Notoriously,
hang
it never
on.
works for mine.
Shouldn't be too out of the realm of possibilities. Where are you, you little shit? There you are. Save. There you go.
Now I can do
You
this.
should now have access to it. I'll put it down under summons because, well, reasons.
Okay, so I'm a giant scorpion.
You're now a giant scorpion.
Do I sense now? Blind sight is like echolocation, right? Not tremor sense. The difference.
Blindsight is you see, basically, so long as it's within a certain radius of you, you will see it.
Okay. I will come walking around.
You're going to have to go around the wall.
Yeah, I am. I'm doing it to there. They've got a 40-foot movement.
Okay, you get to there.
Do I see?
What's their blindsight distance?
60
60 feet. Yeah, you are now aware of a large. You're aware of a smaller creature shaking to your right, and ahead of you, and to the right, there is a very large creature.
Okay, I am my turn.
Okay, Kirok.
Ah, fuck. Shit. I don't know what to do. If I poke my head over the wall, I can't see anything, can I? It's just snow, isn't it?
If you fly up to the top of the wall, you can see the creature at the very edge of the steam cloud. You can also see Glory.
Okay. Shit. Oh god, being a sorcerer. I can just about see it. Oh, yeah, let's go with that. I'm gonna toss a fireball over at the dragon in that case, since I can just about see it.
Okay.
Just literally
that's
like
gonna-
throwing a ball over the wall, just to the old alley-oop.
Doing it that
Okay.
day.
What's your DC?
16.
Okay. Make your check or make your roll. Make your roll. Make your roll. Make a roll.
Not a bad roll.
You throw out the fireball towards it, and as it does, you just see it wave up a wing that seems to take most of the blasts from you. But you do still deal some of damage.
Okay.
But it seems to have managed to deflect some of it.
I will duck down behind the wall again, and one moment. Slot 7. I I will use a bonus action to expend a first level spell slot and give myself 1 sorcery point back.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Right. That is your turn. Oh, that's where I moved the turn order to. Shit. So at this point, I'm going to say that now Cinderheld will go now. She, Azero, you feel a force is like somewhat try to step over you. As you...
mean Roman?
Right. You know who I mean, you little shit.
Okay.
But that's as far as actually, yeah. Let's see if she can do this. Let's see if she can throw a fucking tree.
Would I just see like steam coming off as she steps?
You can actually see somewhat of her form as the tree is like as the steam basically like buffets off of her. You can see somewhat of her like form against it. Because she is with the party, I'm not going to whisper her rolls because, well, reasons. So, treat this as an attack with disadvantage because she is literally throwing a tree trunk, which doesn't really work. She throws it, but the dragon seems to just slam its head and just like back it up into the wind, and it's just thrown away from her. And
Probably very confused. Dragon's like, where'd that tree come from?
Yeah, looking around confused in that moment, but it's now his turn. Does not get the breath weapon back.
Good.
Just about to remind you to do that.
Thank you.
What it is going to do is go straight up.
Of course.
This is not my day.
Zoop.
Hello!
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
The wall somewhat crumbles in around as it just slams itself into it. Its front claws on top of it, crushing it down. And it sees you there. Both these two small, delicious people. Varus isn't currently here. I'm going to hide him over here in the tree.
Yeah, that's right. Two of us.
Because he is right here. So he is going to let's see. Okay, so the rules are it can do Frightful Presence and then make attacks. So I need wisdom saving throws from all three of you.
Right?
Actually, well, Ashk is there as well, but actually, how many people? It's actually aware of everyone, so everyone needs to make a DC, a wisdom saving throw. So go ahead and make wisdom saving throws, folks.
Who's
Yes,
in
that
range?
is-
I've already failed this check.
Who's in range of Ashka's thing?
No one.
Oh, you were on that 20 on the wisdom save as a scorpion, you know?
And his frightful presence isn't magic, right?
Nope.
Yeah,
It's
no.
a fucking dragon.
Just make sure.
You've seen Cthulhu's backside. You ain't afraid of this. So the only person that's currently horrified are the two fiery females of the party.
Oh, I
But,
made it?
What did you roll? Oh yes, you did.
Okay.
Just.
Whew.
But that is going to be a bite attack against the bird and 2 claws against the irritating little boy over there.
Shield?
Okay, so she doesn't have advantage. I guess your AC is higher than 16.
Yes.
Okay, bites up.
Even without shield, it's higher than 16.
You bite up, and it bites up, but you produce a barrier that is essentially absorbs it, and you pull yourself away in that moment as the teeth clench inward, as claws then swing down towards Zero Little. Zero, what's your AC?
17.
Yeah, those hit. You take, as both claws hit you, you take 20 points of slashing damage total. And, that's its turn. And at the end of its turn, Cinderhild, Laura, you just hear heavy stomps next to you, moving away. As she failed her save, and now must make another wisdom saving throw. Still fails it, so she's still terrified of that thing. So she runs away and grabs another tree to try to use it as a weapon. Ashk, you're up.
How are you looking, Zero?
I'm at 27 hit points. Aren't I faster than you? Wasn't I first in the initiative?
Oh yeah, no, you're
Yes.
faster. I've had to reset people, so actually Zero, you're up.
Yeah.
Um, seeing the dragon and knowing that visibility is an issue, I'm just going to touch this crumbled stone wall he's standing in, and it's going to fart out a burst of fairy fire from deep beneath the ground.
Blue as well, you're still tagged on Twitch as streaming Divinity.
God damn it! I changed that.
Okay,
It says
so
DD for me.
according to core, it doesn't. Hang on.
Whatever.
Yeah, it
it's
still
not
says it.
important.
It's not important right now. Okay, so that is. I take it you're just aiming this in a way so it only hits the dragon because
That's why I used the wall
20-foot
to give it
cube.
some height.
The thing is, there is actually there's no real area of a cube that wouldn't hit one of your party members.
But I'm using the wall to get a bit of height, so he's tall enough that
Okay,
he'll
you're
hit,
aiming
but
it up.
Most people
Okay.
would be.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
I get you. Yeah, sure.
And he's
okay.
covered in a uranium green.
Sparkling dragon!
He would be if he
Yeah,
didn't
it
use his
works.
legendary resistance to succeed.
Damn it!
So he's one down in them.
Damn, Daniel.
Okay, so anything else you want to do?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. The creature currently has barreled through the stonework, and its entire body is now in the area you guys were in. So it's now invading in on your space. Ashik, you're up. Roman, you're up next, so be ready.
I will.
There's two things I could potentially do. But do I want to be the martyr?
Preferably not.
Whatever you choose to do, I'd say make a decision soon.
Does the dragon count as large or above?
He's larger above, yes. He is huge.
Right, so that was why I was asking. So, right. In that case, then, I am going to Lori, but this is going to be a concentration. I am going to cast a moonbeam directly on top of him.
Okay, moonbeam.
At that spot from where that arrow comes up. So the origin of the arrow is where I'm casting. So yeah.
Moonbeam.
And I believe I can cast that at level 3, but I want to cast it at a level 3, not particularly at this point, so I'm going to cast a level 2. Phone, I don't need the extra soundtrack.
Okay, DC 15 con check for the dragon. Natural 1. So he does end up taking 10 points of radiant. Cool, so you blast that out at him.
Cool. And then I believe as a free action, I'm going to ask Turk to basically stand near me or stand to the side of me.
Yep.
Basically as a snow buffer.
Okay. Piggo Windshield is activated. Is that all you want to do on your turn?
I believe that's all that I can do on my turn. Glory, just so that you're aware, my concentration and protection from energy is gone, so you don't have resistance
No
to
worries.
cold room.
It helped when it
just so-
counted.
Yeah, because I had a feeling you were going to be the first out, so...
It's fine, thank you. I appreciate you so much.
Is that all you have? Is that all you want to do?
That's all I can do at this point.
Okay, at the end of your turn, the dragon is going to make a bite attack at this little annoying druid thing. That's a hit for 20 points of damage, 2 of which are cold.
Yep. Lucky number 7. That's my health.
Okay.
I'm currently more blood than person.
Okay, and Roman, you are now up. And before you worry about requesting, yes, you can definitely see that.
Oh, I kind of figured. Okay. I would like to toll the dead.
Hey.
Hey.
How much
I
was
like
starting?
Syntax error.
Well.
Oh no, syntax error. Why
Not
is there
syntax.
why is there
The
error?
dragon's ancient ally, Syntax, has come to aid it in battle.
Syntax, the dragon god of power.
Blue, you're muted.
His grammar is exceptional.
Syntax sounds like a drow's name.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
Nezinar's sister! It's
Ah.
Nezinar's sister, come to get you again!
It's the name
I-
of that drow bitch from Out of the Abyss that imprisoned us. I hated her.
Wait, what was
I
it?
don't understand
I
why
don't
it
remember
has
what her
syntax error.
name
Anyway,
was. It's now
Oh,
Syntax.
I point at one creature I can see within range. He's definitely within 120 feet range. And the sounds of dolorous bells fill the air around it for a moment. It must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12 necrotic damage, which would actually be 2d12 because I'm over level 5.
Okay, roll damage. What's the DC?
16.
Okay, well, it does... yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so it doesn't succeed that. So it does take the 4 points. As it just hears dong, dong ring in its ear. Glory, you're up. Sorry, Roman, was there anything else?
The bells got wrong, motherfucker. Alright, anyway.
It looks over at you slightly annoyed, and at the end of the turn it's going to use this legendary action to tail whip down this annoying little shit that's next to it. Zero, you are battered against a tree as you are knocked unconscious.
Ooh.
11 points of bludgeoning with a 28 to hit.
Ouch.
Ew. Dull
2
dragon.
claws, a bite, and a tail whip. I think I tagged a dragon fairly well.
Yep, but you are now,
That's my job, you fool.
you're more like that now. Okay, Glory, you're up.
Give me 1 second, because my internet is taking a shit.
I know how you feel.
Really, it's the evil, like, mastermind of this campaign's true intentions to just make your internets not work so you can't play the campaign to beat them?
The true villain all along is the fucking internet connection.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Don't do this. Do not crash, I swear to fucking bitch ass.
Is it safe to assume though, Carls, that you're gonna walk up to him and smash him in the butt?
I mean, am I in melee with it?
Yes.
Then I'm
You
gonna
are.
hit it.
Okay, all
Hang
your
on.
attacks are made with disadvantage.
I'm aware. I think Come
Did
on,
you not get
character
his
sheet.
flank in with like Kira on the other side of the wall?
Not really, because she's terrified of hitting this thing.
Sure.
Come on, roll 20. Any day.
Liz.
Does advantage disadvantage cancel each other out by chance?
No.
Not when the character is basically not really harassing the dragon to the point of a threat, and it just spent its turn walloping the other one out of commission.
Yeah, for flanking, you'll need to be harrowing the opponent.
Carlos, do you want me to just make the 2 rolls with disadvantage? Carl?
Oh dear.
Oh, hi. Hello?
Are you
Hi.
receiving this over?
Hi.
Would you like your dungeon master tick use button on your profile?
Sure.
Are you using 2 attacks with Giant Feller, 1 with Talon?
Of course.
Cool. These are made
Please
with
don't roll like shit.
disadvantage. No
Please
promises.
don't roll like shit. I can see what's happening, I just can't interact.
Okay. So
Like,
the first
everything
2
is
attacks
working
miss.
apart from my character sheet.
The first 2 attacks miss, but you do manage to stab into its hind haunch with the Talon,
Nice.
dealing 9 points of slashing.
If one of them hits, I will use goading.
Okay, that's a wisdom saving throw to make it focus on you, isn't it?
Yes.
What's your DC?
It's on my character sheet right now.
Proficiency plus plus 8.
No, it's
DC
plus-
14, which it
Yeah, sure.
succeeds.
Okay, that's fine. It's a bit of extra damage though, I think.
Okay, and at the end of your turn, Glory, you have to make a wisdom saving throw to see if you resist the effects.
I think goading does extra damage anyway.
Yeah, the
Additional D8.
it's,
Yeah,
it's
I
the superiority
still
die.
can't.
It's an additional 3 points of damage.
There we go. I can make the wisdom save. Okay.
Okay, if you can make it, make it.
There we go.
Okay, you are no longer frightened of this thing.
There we go. I'm back. I'm back, kids.
And your turn has ended.
Hey! Just in time.
Okay, it's made 2 legendary attacks so far, so it's going to use its last legendary action, aiming at this irritating flying creature next to it. So it's going to be a bite attack at you, Kira.
She does still have
Giraffe
shield
isn't
active.
flying.
Well, you're near it.
Okay.
You're a creature that can fly.
Shield.
You'll still have shield active because it's not come back to your turn yet. Right.
Giraffe.
Yeah, you still have it active.
It stays active until
What
your
did
turn.
your AC become?
22.
That hits.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
That is 37 points of damage, 8 of which are cold.
Shit.
Ooh!
Oh,
Ooh!
that's knuckle
You are
biting
level
me.
13 and still this hurts you, so.
That hurt a lot, guys! That was half my HP!
This is why I turned into a pool of hit point in case this happens to me.
This is why I haven't had my turn yet. What do you want me to do? I went before.
Varus, you're up.
Okay. If I skirt up to here, will I have
Yep.
flanking?
With Glory, yeah.
I'll go
Because
there.
she's-
Not on the same
yeah.
space. Sweet. So I'm going to use my F3 attack multi attack to do 2 claw attacks, 1 sting attack.
Okay, make those attacks, and I'll make the con check. No.
Claw.
No.
Sting. Oh.
Well, that poison will also have been doubled.
Sick.
Oh. Shit.
That's nice.
Haha. Well, haha.
About them resistances and immunities, guys.
So he's going to use one more legendary resistance, because he does not want to take all that poison damage.
Nice.
So he's going to take
You'll
20
pop back.
points of poison damage and 12 points of piercing.
It's still good.
So he's now at now he took 32 points of damage from you. Ow!
I'm then just going to skirt up a space to there.
You're just like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, menacing. Hang on.
That is also my turn.
Yeah!
Yeah, I'm gonna stab you. Hi.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
You're up.
Never did I.
There's a dragon an inch from your face.
for being a little shit.
Okay. Technical question of the matter of flying.
It is basically going to
Because
be a
Kirok has
straight.
gone to the airplane, which is not exactly still, and lived on a mountain. So I feel like she knows how to fly. in
She
this.
knows how to fly, and she's aware that it will be a difficult task, even for someone like her who is skilled at it, to fly in the middle of a blizzard.
That's why I'm asking.
She knows that it will have to be something of her physicality and athleticism to pull it off.
Okay. In that case, Kirok will use her action to pull out the figurine and summon Foom, the giant owl. Woo!
Okay?
She will.
God damn it, Varys. Clamps!
It's funny because the clamp.
Yeah, she will climb onto him,
Mm-hmm.
and I never decided them. I don't. Him, her, haven't decided.
They.
Haven't decided. Yeah, they. She'll fly onto their back. Land on. Not. She's not flying. She'll climb onto their back, and Foom will grab Zero. That's few, not home, but nice. I have so many birds.
You have too many birds.
Yeah, the giant.
Just, I could take them away.
The giant owl. Foom will grab Zero and will fly the fuck away.
He won't be able to grab you and him and pull that off.
I'm using my movement to get on him. Them.
Okay. The problem with that is you and Zero being carried by this creature is going to make it move at half speed.
Okay.
Because you're heavy first.
I am not heavy.
Okay, have you ever tried to do anything even with someone light on your back? It's a bitch. And now he has to pick up they have to pick up a literal dead weight.
I'm still doing it regardless.
Okay, so they'll be doing this at half speed.
Okay. Yeah. So picking him up and flying the fuck away.
Okay,
But
so
being a giant owl has the ability to fly by and does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
it doesn't know, but you're leaving its range.
I've only moved 5 feet. It's
Yes,
the owl
but if
that's
you move-
moving.
Yes, but you were also leaving the space.
Technically, so is Zero. Does Zero provoke an act of
Yes.
opportunity?
No, because I'm
Do
being
you
moved
want
by
me to
something else.
hit him?
One of you will. It'll get an attack on one of the three of you.
Sure, hit me.
Yeah.
I've still got shield.
And it's a dragon's. Is it the end of your next turn? Shield goes. Yeah.
End of the
I've still,
turn.
I've still got shield. I'm flying.
Yes, you
I'm
should go,
flying
yeah.
away. I'm committing. I'm still flying away.
So you're flying away, and you just managed to avoid the tail. Swing over the dragon's head towards you.
Actually,
No,
I don't
you
wanna
don't.
be-
It's,
So
it's
where-
the start of
It's
your next
until
turn.
the start.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it still doesn't hit. It was only a 13.
Oh, okay.
Nah, that would have missed.
I know you would have loved to get your friend killed off there, but where do you
yeah,
want to move to, Blue? And I'll move all of you.
To die. I really do.
Where do I want to move? I'm assuming that to pick up Zero will use
Is an action.
his action, because Kirok used her action to summon in movement to get on him, so he can go. He's gonna come over here near the fire, in the hopes that the dragon will stay away from the fire.
Okay, you
Obviously,
were on
not
the.
flying into the fire himself.
Yeah, you guys are on the safe side of the firewall. Okay.
Bonus action
Is that
potion.
your turn? Okay. What kind of potion are you drinking?
Double check my inventory. I know I have some. Drift bloom. Nope. Did I put it at the bottom? There it is at the bottom. It's just a standard one.
Well, you better drink it.
How much is it again?
2d4 plus 2.
Wonderful.
Um.
There you go. That's everything.
So
I know.
I
what
rolled
that,
a 6.
Yeah, I know what that means.
Seeing that some of its more maneuverable quarry has gotten away, the dragon is going to try to take off towards them. Zero.
Moonbeam.
Both Glory. Sorry. Yes, he
Moonbeam.
also has to make a con check for Moonbeam.
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, he succeeds in the Moonbeam, so he only takes 5 damage out of that 10. And Varus and Glory both get to make attacks of opportunity. Because of your positioning, you don't get flanking.
The 19 hit.
19 does hit, yes.
Oh, it has to make a grapple check. It'll get grappled.
I mean,
Well, that
DC
hits,
12.
yeah.
DC 12.
it ain't going
Grapple
nowhere.
Oh wait, it doesn't move.
He
You
can't
did it,
move
okay.
because of
Yeah,
glory.
it's a sentinel.
But does he get grappled?
He does not get grappled
Okay.
because you rolled a 17.
Only DC 12.
So that was 9 damage from you and 23 from. The dragon looks to both of you, Glory, having
we pissed
you
off.
just like, yeah. Varus, you've essentially clawed into its Achilles heel, and Glory, its wing went low in a moment as it was going up, and you used that moment to stamp over the brim of the wing and just drive your sword, almost embedding your sword into the ground to hold the dragon down, before flinging yourself away as it recoiled against you.
You don't fit.
Coles, we made a mistake. He's gonna breathe on us.
You know what? I'll take it. I'd rather I took it than they did.
So will I. I have a 52 hit point pool of just blood right now that I can just.
Let's go for it, man.
I need Varus to make, as a scorpion, a strength check.
6.
Oh boy.
You get slapped over here. Literally just claws you and
Oh,
throws
hi.
you over that way. And now that looks at both of you, you see this coldness brim up in his mouth.
Oh, hi. I do miss when I was resistant to this.
I would like a
Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throw from both of you, yes.
Oop, never mind.
Sorry.
You both fail. And you both take 48 points of cold damage.
48, yes.
48.
Do I make a concentration save as the scorpion
Yes.
or as me? As the scorpion to another
As a
concentration?
scorpion, because it's its body.
I can't make it because the save would be 24. The max I can get is 22. So I would
Nope.
flip back to Varus.
So, that scorpion,
Oh, hi. This is bad timing of you.
and you're there now.
A Varus with max health.
Yeah, because it
Next
didn't do enough
to
damage to
Gloria.
drop you
Oh.
out.
No, the scorpion had 4 hit points left.
Yeah. I was aware, which annoyed me. And, yeah, you both also annoyed me because that dragon wanted to do nothing more than hit that lovely little pocket of people.
I know, but I can't let that happen, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
Can't
that
be
was the
having
right choice.
Also, you guys... Oh, by the way, the giant is no longer invisible,
Yes.
having
No.
the concentration of greater invisibility dropped, but is definitely terrified, and is more or less frozen over from the cold damage it took because it also failed its con.
Jesus.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
That's right, I
She's
think
looking
I
very,
died.
very much so in pain and badness right now. Her turn, she has to make a constitution check because she's out in the middle of the blizzard. Which she succeeds, so she only takes 2 points of cold damage. And now she must make a wisdom saving throw at the end of her turn because she pretty much can't do anything else. She doesn't want to go out any further. And she fails her check again, so she's basically now stuck out in the middle of the blizzard. And she's looking very rough. 0. Death saving throw, please.
Death saving throw.
We measured it, Blue. That's as far as that goes.
No,
60
not
feet.
north, to the side.
Didn't
It goes to me.
give
Goes
By the
out
way.
this way.
I-
healing potion?
That's one success.
That's one success for you. Ash, you're up. Be ready to think of what you want to do.
No,
Didn't-
no,
didn't-
it was a bonus action to give myself one. I couldn't bonus
Oh,
give him one.
okay.
I had no action left.
She has to use her action to give it. So,
I'm not still not out there.
this point, 0, that's your turn.
Yep.
Ash, you're up.
Do I want to hit a git or do I want to?
There's a couple people who could probably use healing, but
Yeah. The wizard and the warrior have got this. Don't worry.
Yeah, but what
Dream
about the
Team
pally?
boys.
I am going to head over there and hit it in the face. Because I'm getting mad now.
Mama mad. Her baby's getting hurt. I will say that's enough distance for Turk to have charged as well. So you can make a
Yes.
turkey chargey check. And because you do have allies harassing it on the other side properly, you can count this as flanking.
Right, so in basic terms, I know this has probably been explained. Does that technically mean then that I roll with advantage, or
Just make... okay, so how Divine Smite works is you can basically say after you hit that you want to use it.
oh no. What I meant was how the flanking would.
Flanking
Nope,
means you have
fine.
advantage.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Triple
Sorry,
checking.
I thought you said divine for some reason. Sorry, but no. Flanking means you just roll with advantage on your attacks, which you have 2 of.
Right. So, task. So I will roll this twice. Well, technically it'll roll it twice anyway.
Does not hit.
Oh.
Alright. So I will attack. Hang on.
It scades off of the tough draconic hide.
Right. So I've still got the bow prepared, don't I?
I can say in this time that you'd have had the hammer ready if you wanted it.
Yes, I'd probably say that. I'm being honest. Because I was going to prepare the weapon on my next turn anyway, so...
I'd have said that when you cast the Moonbeam, you swapped weapons.
Yeah. So... 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Well, you're not rolling with advantage.
Well, I attacked twice as a pally.
No, but you have advantage on each of those attacks, meaning that should technically be just like one straight roll. Or
Right.
attacking
Hang on.
twice.
Yeah.
It's just a way that it's like, well, both those hit, but maybe you crit?
Just roll 2d20, and if you roll on that 20, then
Yeah, just slash roll 2d20. And we'll say that each one of those is one for each of those attacks. So pop that in there, honey, at the end. Now, no crits off of that, but that is 2 hits for 35 points of damage. Do you want to sink anything into that?
I will, for the funsies, let's see what a certain wizard left me.
I left you a bit of everything, I think.
Yeah, you did. I'm
I
teasing
didn't
you.
use too much. I think I did 2 smokes
I
as well.
will. Fuck it. I will charge a 3rd level to him.
Divine Smite. Shit. Okay, so that's 48. So roll 48 radiant damage. Woo! Fuck! Yeah, that it definitely knows you're there now. Is that all you want to do? Because you can sink Divine Smites into multiple attacks.
Okay. The thing is that I'm holding back on.
I'm just letting you know that you can. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
I won't. I won't
Okay.
this time.
At the end of your turn, I imagine this is the end of your turn.
Yes.
Stop hitting my dragon.
Stop hitting us with your dragon.
Hey man, it's a dragon. What do you expect him to do? I need a dexterity check from you, both you and Turk, and from Varus and Glory.
Dash, just remind me about reactions. Do they come back at the turn order or on your turn?
On your turn.
Okay, so I've not got a reaction. No.
Nope.
Dex save, yeah?
all my high rolls went in perception.
Yeah, I'll take that. Oh wait, that was... Oh, it's my roll. I clicked
It's
on
still
my
a
character
natural
sheet.
20, regardless.
Yeah,
I
it
keep
would
my
have still
character
been.
sheet. It's my stat.
Okay, yeah, Ashk failed, so Ashk is thrown from Torque,
Oh,
10 feet back.
Ask.
You're thrown 10 feet this way. The other two aren't, but you guys do take 13 points of bludgeoning damage for the moms, and 7 points of damage for Turk and Varus.
Okay.
And the dragon is now up in the air. And it's going to just fly straight up as high as it can go up into the blizzard. And just up as a very heavy trail of blood begins pouring out from where it was onto the snow. And it flees.
Oh, well.
How far does it get?
It can get as far as it likes because currently
Can it
you
though?
can't see it. Yes, because you can't see it through the
Oh,
fucking
true.
blizzard.
Bro, we can't see if we look at it. That is right.
The blizzard is
Sure.
thick and essentially heavily obscuring.
Sorry, all that I've got in my brain at the moment is I was following it up. Because there's a line in it.
Yeah.
Um,
Know that song.
yeah,
Yes.
because there's a line in it with blood on the snow or something.
Hmm.
Gods of red.
I'm sure that I'm just talking to myself basically on this one, but basically having double sight doesn't mean I can just look through fucking.
No.
That's what I figured.
Right.
You've got enough shit when it comes to darkness,
no.
but you don't got nothing for snow.
I'll fly
Actually-
straight back down and gently drop Zero off by Ashk.
Okay?
Lay on hands. Clear.
Can I like to drop to my knees, focus on the sword, and see if I can sense where what direction the dragon's gone.
Okay, make an intelligence check, you. Ashk, tell me how much you heal into him.
I use
Well,
luck.
I've got 50 points
16.
available to you, so you take as much as you need.
I can only take 47.
Okay, 47 it is then.
I
I'll
use
take
luck.
some.
then. 16.
Ow!
You use luck, so you now have 16.
Yeah.
You focus in, and it feels like you can sense where the dragon is for maybe 100, 200 feet, but after that it's gone.
Like, is it like at the moment I sense it? How far away is it? Is it like 200 feet away?
When you immediately sense it, like when you get down on your next turn to focus on it, it's about maybe 100 feet away.
Can I D-door to it?
Oh shit. I mean, yes.
You want to D-door directly into the air, smack bang next to a dragon.
Sort
Yeah.
out.
In the middle of a blizzard.
Sword out. I want to do it.
Varus, take me with you.
I'm gonna sit and watch this. I'm gonna sit and watch this.
Is it a bonus action to use Dimension Door, yeah?
It's an action,
Okay.
I'm gonna get some snacks.
but I
You
want to be like
dimension
on
do-
its back
okay.
if possible. If I can be that accurate.
Okay.
But you tell me.
Make an Arcana check to pull this off, because you're just essentially trying to do the Nightcrawler shit of planning to land on top of something rather than next to something.
Yeah.
And
So in that
moving
moment,
target
Varus-
as well.
Varus, in that moment, you hold the sword close to you. You draw the blade out an inch as your eyes light up, and you... And in that moment, you're almost thrown back, but you take the sword, and I'll let you make an attack as a reaction
Well,
for the purpose of jamming your sword in to make sure you don't go flying
Well,
off.
what I was going to say is I'll use the word on the sword to do the attack as a bonus action. So it's up to
Okay.
you what. So I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll use the word on the sword to get a bonus action attack. Can I also say the word to get advantage on that as well? In my
You used all the words of the
Okay.
sword last time, didn't you?
I
Which
didn't.
means you would... I
not
thought you
all-
did.
Not all three. I used some words. I used 3 charges, but I never said all 3 words at the same time. So I've
Okay.
got 17. I've got 17 charges.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. You can basically you can say
no,
you
fuck
can
it,
say
I'll
as
do
many
all three.
words. Yeah, you can land up there and say all 3 words.
I'll do all 3 words, and I will take 1 bonus action attack with advantage.
Okay,
With 2 hands
all right.
because I'm not blade singing, so I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Fuck. Yes.
Fuck.
That's a hit. And don't forget as well, because you use all 3 words, you can choose the damage types as well to add.
I'll throw some acid on it.
Okay,
Which is
1d8.
1d8, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you just jam the sword into this creature. It roars out in pain and confusion in that moment. It's still flying, and is now very much aware that there's something on its back. In that moment, Varys,
Yep.
roll a d20 and add your dex. And I'll do the same for the creature, and I'm going to roll
Dex check.
Yeah. And that's going to be your initiative compared to it, because right now it's just you and it.
Oh, it's just like an initiative check. Okay. Oh, 18. It's not advantage.
Someone needs to get the Shadow of the Colossus music playing.
Yeah, hold on.
And copyright claimed.
Nah, how about this instead? Varys,
I thought you'd managed to find my battle music, then I was like, no!
in this moment you have surprised it
It's like
with your
Monster
action. Meaning you get to go first. You sank your blade deep and it is drinking dragon blood in this moment.
Fuck.
Now you get to go again. Before it has a chance to react to you, might I add. Which is the only reason I roll that straight.
How do I maximize damage? Here we go.
I believe you are... Do you still have advantage on your attacks this turn?
It's just bonus. It's just on that turn.
Yeah, so right now you have 3 attacks, I believe.
I have 3 attacks. Well, the bonus action attack is only on that turn that I use it.
Yeah.
So would I still have that now, or? So I think I only get the
No.
2 attack.
The surprise round counted as that turn, so that turn was where you had that.
I still get the. No, I think that's it. I think I just get the 2 attacks, but I still get advantage. It's in the end of next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the end of your next turn for the advantage. So these are 2 attacks.
I'm using the sword as an anchor, so I don't know if I want to pull that out.
I'd say that
is there a scale
considering-
you can grab onto, a horn or something?
I'd say, considering how fast you're going, or like how fast you usually strike, you could maybe try to pull that off if you wanted to. And try to, like, say, pull it out to stab it back in further up. Because at this point, you're at the base of the shoulder blades, at the neck. And you sank the blades to the hilt, and you are holding on for all that is good in Timora's name.
I will
Do you have
use
a
my
dagger?
bonus
Most
action.
people have a dagger on them.
Oh yeah, but probably
You're not there.
No, it got disintegrated. No, I've got my golden kunai, so I'm not going to use them. The moment I animate them, we're flying, so they're going to be miles.
They all go. Right.
Yeah, we're
Varys.
flying. I'm going to make 2 attacks. I'm going to blade strong, then make 2 attacks.
Okay, you blade sing and make 2 attacks. Do
No,
it
they're
with
one-handed.
advantage.
Because I can't blade strong.
That's a hit. And that's a hit. Roll your damage.
And I'll jam the sword back in on the 2nd attack, so I'm back anchored if possible.
You don't have to say that, but you can tell me exactly how you want to do this.
Fucking.
I'm back of its neck, just 2 slashes as quick as I can, and I'm jamming it back in. And if I start, as it starts with dive bombing down, I'm just holding on for dear life.
Okay.
As I get to the floor, I will feather fall myself.
You guys hear this cacophonous roar in the heavens, and the blizzard stops. But you hear, and in that moment, you just see a mass of dark form. It's 100 foot in the air, but maybe only say 30 feet away. And it is descending and descending and descending quickly. And in that moment, as it is descending, it crashes into the ground. And there's just snow and trees are destroyed and thrown around it. And as that is happening, you just see a single figure land above it.
Yeah.
And in that moment, the blade has a dark shimmer across it, which goes to a bright, beautiful blue. Almost steel in fluorescent color. And another design appears, another band appears around the handle of the blade. This is just ice and cold. And Varys, it is beautiful.
Fucking dragon.
And the dragon's scales have turned to grey as you've drained the soul and color from the beast.
Damn it! I wanted to fucking maybe get a scale or two. God.
I just stand there for a second, sort of just taking it in.
I'm moving, man.
I will.
I'll fly off on Foom and I'll pick up Glory so that she can go with us.
No, it's not that far out. It is actually, by the time it was falling, you could run in that time because it falls 60 feet a turn. So she would have been able to get close enough to it to actually watch it crash.
Meanwhile, Zero's just looking after Ashkin like, did we win?
By that very loud, and the Varus is standing like some kind of statue above that thing. I think we won.
I didn't hear my ears
on his
full of
head,
blood.
just like, oh, just chill.
Varus, it's the weirdest thing. You're wearing light clothes. You're in the middle of winter. But the cold doesn't seem to bother you.
That's dark.
I just imagine those things they do in the movie, like when the blizzard stopped, all the snowflakes like
Just
Yeah.
really quiet.
they're just paused in midair. They didn't settle.
They're
They
paused
just
in
hung
midair.
there floating, and it's just like, oh.
As you guys are walking, it's just like passing through. It's almost like just particles of dust floating in the air, just beautiful, white and clear. And in that moment, Varus, you struck the creature. Your blade sank in, and you drove it all the way up the neck, and grabbed to the horn, and you rid the beast down with your boot to it before pulling off. And as you pulled your blade out, something fell out of the creature at the back of the neck. Something embedded, something small. Steel. Something that looks like a small, that should belong in a house. An ornament or something. You look towards where that thing was, and you search through the snow, and you can find it as it is coated in blood. And you pull out a lamp. Like the handle, like the design of a long and thin teapot.
Okay.
Was somebody living in this dragon?
I like that was your first guess.
Oh fuck!
Like, I mean, it's a white dragon, so I was thinking,
dragons
yeah,
don't
Moby Dick.
have red eyes.
I thought you meant like an oil lamp, but now I think it's like a fucking genie lamp.
That's why I went specific.
Oh fuck!
Careful with
gonna-
Genie Man.
I'm gonna clean the blood off of the lamp.
Oh my god. No! Rubby. Oh, hello.
I don't know what it is. It's covered in blood. I want to see it get a closer look.
If it ends up being in it free, I will.
Varus,
Yes.
you take your cloth and you begin wiping away the blood.
Yes.
As you do, and a mist begins pouring out of the nozzle. In that moment, you look confused as you hold the lamp. The entire thing shakes and is loosed from your grasp. And a figure appears. Just a moment.
Please have it the Robin Williams voice.
If it starts singing from like me, I'm gonna quit.
It's good to be out of there.
You've never had a friend like me.
Happening.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. I was tempted.
Yeah.
I was fucking tempted, but we all know I would do that man an injustice.
Oh yeah.
Anyone would.
Anybody really would. Also, I'm just gonna, dispel my, fire wall thing.
You know, at this point, Varus, anything could happen to you, and I'd be like, yeah, that seems like something that would happen to Varus.
This is Castle Crew syndrome. This is literally nothing can happen that will surprise you. Just like you summoned a genie. Sure, okay. Another interdimensional wormhole appeared. Oh, damn it, not again. You found a stray person on the street and brought them home. Sure, that sounds fine.
Oh, you
Their
murdered
skin is a deep blue.
Yes.
They have a turban atop their head with a red gem and a red feather to it, and this beautiful silk, almost just sleeveless shirt, and long dark blue plants, and an almost misty appearance at the edges of the feet as they stand. Their hands crossed and look around in a moment of confusion, having been summoned and looking away from you. They turn around towards you. Their eyes are like diamonds, in that they are just white, beautiful, and pinpoint focused at you, Varys Valoran, and that. So we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh, don't do that to him.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is the week of D&D sessions in the attempt to give Kay a heart attack.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful.
Yeah, you can see if you can wish away your fucking.
I think I've missed the dragon in here somewhere because I've been meant to keeping track of dragon kills, and if this is correct, Varys has killed every single dragon we've encountered, and that can't be right. I refuse.
I know,
It does make sense.
I killed the black
I know
dragon.
there's one he didn't kill because he was upset because he didn't get the colour off it.
Yes, I remember
I didn't
that.
kill the last white dragon we killed.
You didn't get the killing blow on it,
Yes,
no.
I will go back. I don't know who that was,
so,
I'm writing them down.
to specify, everyone has earned 1,000. Actually, no, everyone's earned a flat 2,000 for the addition of freeing the genie. So everyone's earned 2,000 from that. Varys,
Yes.
as it is the third and now 3 of most powerful that you've unlocked, you can now, when you use the blade, do one of 3 things.
Oh shit, where's my pen?
Either 3d4 lightning damage, or sorry, no, 4d4 lightning damage, 3d6 cold damage, or 2d8 acid damage.
And that's just as my normal, if I say that one word.
Yeah, you can choose one of them.
Shit, honestly.
And you now have resistance to cold damage.
Oh, yes. Dope. That's dope. Breathe
Guys,
in.
Draken was friggin' running away from us.
Yeah.
To its credit, it almost did. If I didn't literally
Nothing
give you
runs away,
guys the
Dragon
We
Nothing
told you this a million
fucking
times.
runs away
Nothing
from
runs away from us.
The moment it ran, I was like, oh my god, we can't stop it. We can't stop it. And I was like,
you were actually like, I can't actually stop
So,
it.
Kay, I
Yeah,
would like to preface this whole thing with, when I said hubris till the end, this is not what I meant. That's distinctly not what I
I'm gonna
wanted
ask
you
the
to
question, at what
I
point do
didn't
we
even-
arrive?
I did that without Death Ward.
Yeah, Daz, I was gonna ask you, like, could I Eldritch Blast it? Because it says in the description of it, a beam of crackling energy streaks towards a creature. It doesn't say I have to see the creature; it just streaks towards it.
Also, this is the actual size of a genie.
Yeah, Genie's big.
But they're like,
So it is a very large
they're
creature.
like huge, right? At
They're
least.
large.
For my own personal interest, was that an adult or an ancient white?
That was an adult.
An
I
adult,
don't
I'll
think we're
definitely
ready
be-
for ancients yet.
No.
Yeah.
No. So,
Okay.
Blue, you now know where that tortured Orin sound was coming
That's
from.
what I've said to girls in our little private
We had
chat. I was
very long
like, I know
discussions
who this is. Hey, Varys, do you need a translator? I
Um,
speak wind, guys!
Oh my
I
god.
speak wind! I think we're going to leave it there, though, because it's
The
getting quite
We
answer
are.
is blowing in the wind. Yes, everybody, shop at Game Tea and see you next time.
Oh yeah, they used to missed our little Gamesy promo that we just did, so they
I was too
Yeah.
busy screaming.
they have
Remember.
the joy of watching that back on the replay.
Alibaba have them 40
Remember,
beef
guys,
that it has a head and tails
Even
and tail.
Varys shops again
That's
today.
your good luck, 'cause I'm
Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Good night, and thank you all for watching.
That'll-